brother and his sister walk into the house calling out. As soon as the mother hears them, she stands up quickly and starts pretending and begins cleaning. Seeing this, the son runs to her and says firmly, "How many times have I told you not to do housework? Come sit now." The mother says tiredly, "I told my daughter-in-law to do it, but she went to sleep. My back is really breaking." The wife walks in and asks calmly, "Is everything okay?" The sister says casually, "I need to talk to my brother, so we came back together." The husband says strictly, "Why are you making my mom work while you rest?" The mother-in-law says mockingly, "Leave it. Your wife is too delicate to do anything." The son says firmly, "Mom, from today, you will not work. Just rest." The mother says softly, "Okay." The son walks away angrily, and the wife says gently to her sister-in-law, "I'll make food for you." While walking, the sister says happily, "I bought you a dress." The daughter-in-law says politely, "You didn't have to. If mom finds out, she'll feel bad. Be careful." The sister says quietly, "Okay." The daughter-in-law comes to mother-in-law and says normally, "I'm going to get drinks. Food will be ready when I'm back." After she leaves, the mother-in-law walks to the kitchen and ruins the food. When the daughter-in-law returns, everyone is silent. She steps forward and asks confusedly, "What happened?" The mother-in-law says angrily, "You ruined the food. Look at this. Can I even eat it?" The husband says annoyedly, "Don't you know my mom doesn't eat green onions? Why did you add them?" The daughter-in-law says defensively, "I didn't add them." The husband says harshly, "Why are you lying?" The mother-in-law says falsely, "She didn't want me to eat. She didn't care if I lived or died." The daughter-in-law says sadly, "Mom, you're wrong. I didn't do that." The sister says lightly, "Let it go. Let's eat." The mother says dramatically, "I'll just eat rice at this age." Later, the mother-in-law secretly puts money in her room. She then comes shouting and says loudly, "You stole money from me. Get out." The daughter-in-law comes out and says worriedly, "Mom, what happened?" The mother-in-law says accusingly, "My money is missing. Did you steal it?" The daughter-in-law says shocked, "Why would I steal?" The mother-in-law says coldly, "I'll check your room." She returns and says angrily, "Look, it's here. You lied. Why did you steal?" The husband says furiously, "Now you've started stealing too? Are you fit to live here?" The wife says pleadingly, "I didn't do this. Why don't you listen?" The husband says rudely, "Still making excuses?" Finally, the sister breaks her silence and says boldly, "Mom is wrong. I saw everything with my own eyes. After she went to the market, Mom ruined the food herself. And later, when sister-in-law went to the bathroom, Mom secretly put the money in her room." The mother says hurtfully, "You're choosing her over me?" The sister says firmly, "If this happened to me, would you like it? Think about it. Brother, don't ignore everything. You believe whatever we say. You're only living for your wife, not for us. If a home has to run well, the mother-in-law has to set a good example. She shouldn't be fighting all the time." So son says worriedly, "Mom, if you don't change, we can't live like this." In the end, the mother-in-law says regretfully, "I realize my mistake. We'll live happily now." What would you do if you were the daughter-in-law?